playing in my head. But when I came in, she thought that shit was funny too. And from that point on, I found out that if I can be funny enough, I can get away with anything. Jumping forward to second grade, and I'm starting to feel real jaded from the time I served last year. Word is spreading around the classroom about this thing called the middle finger, and I'm real intrigued. So as the bell rang for recess, I pulled out a middle finger of my own towards one of my friends. But bro was so offended by this, he snitched on me. So the teacher comes up to me like, yo, don't do that. You're in massive trouble. And I knew I was going to go back to the principal's. And I couldn't go back. I couldn't serve more time. So I used my classic move. I started to cry my eyes out. I don't know what it means. I just wanted to do it. I knew full well what it meant, what this got me through without having to face the principal's office. And by third grade, I'm a go at this whole thing. I had faced and nearly avoided the principal so many times at this point, I had the confidence to say the fuck word out loud to myself in the middle of the So me and my boy Junior started just saying fuck to each other until the point where he gets mad at me and starts chasing me around. So I'm running for my life, taking a beeline for the bathroom, and as I run in there, I jump into a stall to avoid him. But when I hop over, there's a kid shitting right in front of me, and he starts screaming. This scared away Junior, but once that kid got his poo-poo out, I started begging him to not tell the teacher. I was on my hands and knees pleading for forgiveness, but he didn't listen to a word I said. So of course he snitches and we both go to the principal's office. As we both sit there, the principal tells us to sit down and tell the story from both of our perspectives. And I get a genius idea. The victim starts telling his story and I'm silent, creating an entire narrative in my head. So when it's my turn, the plan is to make him look bad. Because when he hears my lies, he's going to be so angry, he's going to be talking over me while I'm lying. And compared to me being stoic and not cutting him off once during his story, it'll make me look so good. It was for real like Death Note with Light Yagami and L. And then when my turn came, I said the greatest lie of my life. So principal, I was in the bathroom shitting in the toilet when this fucking kid came in and started pushing me onto the ground. When I said that I would alert the authorities to the incivility of his actions, he decided to get to it first before I could finish wiping. And just like that, I was clean and learned that I could easily lie to people in order to achieve what I want in life. But that was also really scary. So throughout fourth grade, I was a little shaken up by this. The only thing I got in trouble for was grabbing my little mitts and thrusting in the air during music class because I thought Michael Jackson was cool. It wasn't until fifth grade that I started throwing pencils into people's eyes. It was the first day at a brand new school, so I was scouting around before class started to find friends. I saw two of my boys, Roman and Cole, playing Minecraft in real life on the playground, and I wanted to join so bad. It looked so awesome, but I didn't know how to make the first move. I waited all day trying to figure out how to befriend them so I could join in on Minecraft in real life. And then when my history class came, I saw that Roman sat right next to me. And knowing that he loves Minecraft, just like me, I made my first move. So, you know what Minecraft is? Yeah, bro, I love Minecraft. Alright, then hear me out. Why do they call it flint and steel? Because you use iron to make it. We pondered this incredible opener for a minute until I showed Roman that one trick to fling pencils around. Then I threw it into his fucking eyeball and we both went to the front office. And from that point forward, I got to play Minecraft in real life every day. My days of being a classroom menace went on hold through sixth grade because I was homeschooled, but once seventh grade came, I had been channeling my energy for that entire year. I came back with a whole new beast inside. I did all sorts of trolling this entire year and felt completely unstoppable. I remember making this 9/11 presentation. It's still on my channel, but unlisted for obvious reasons. One time, my friend passed out from drinking a full pack of Mountain Dews in class. I could make a whole video about 7th grade. But the one time I actually got sent to the principal's office this year was on the last day of school. This asshole named Brian told my friend group that we were just able to leave school early. But he didn't mention that his mom was picking him up. But we believed him, so during lunch, we all just walked away. We thought that the year was truly finally over. We went to the park swinging in blissful ignorance when suddenly our 400-pound behemoth of a math teacher walks around the corner and screams, "Get back here!" So we start to panic. In a moment of fight or flight, we all decide to run into the forest because the teacher was way too big to chase us. But as we started to run away, she started blackmailing us that she would call our parents if we didn't come back. So sorrowfully, we all walked back to school with her, and she's like,
"Sit outside the office for a second for us to talk about what we're gonna do with you kids."
"Damn, bro, I really thought we had it. We're fucked. She's gonna make us go to summer school." And then before she came out, the actual bell for the end of the school year rang, and we all just ran away as hard as we could, and it never got brought up again. Skipping forward to the 9th grade, I had a little YouTube channel with my circle of friends we would upload slop to. One of those videos was a staged meme of one of my friends recording first person, him opening a stall in the bathroom on one of my friends and fake assaulting him. They uploaded the video, and eventually it somehow got back to the principal, and those two got sent to the front office. He mentioned some pretty serious stuff about how this is a crime to record in a bathroom and that one of the students could suffer a loss. But I don't think that he realized that neither of the kids cared and that the video was fake, but that ended up in a suspension, which seemed a little out of pocket. Now, I didn't have any more instances in the principal's office until my senior year. I had moved to a new town, but decided to do a trip back to my old town for spring. My old school wasn't on spring break yet, so I just attended it with my friends, and if anyone asked questions, I would say that I'm shadowing. I made it through like 3 periods, and I was on a pretty good roll until one of the teachers got suspicious of me and sent me to the front office. And the principal was like, "God damn it, why is this kid back?" And ever since then, I've gone straight. Now that I've graduated, I have never been sent to the principal's office, and I see that as a massive W. Anyways, that's the video. Subscribe. Bye. The relationship with the plug is more impactful on your life as that of your parents. But what precedes that relationship with the plug is a constant and brooding struggle to find the one. Those moments when you struggle to find the plug at the climax of a dark and damp boys' night, it's a formative canon event that bonds us all. Sometimes you come out the trenches dry and you and your boys throw in the towel on finding the plug. But when the gang clutches up and secures that last minute plug for the night, the moment is nothing shy of pure bliss. bliss. I can't imagine any other scenario more intense. And an intense night was surely ahead of me and the boys, when a very tantalizing Friday night opportunity presented itself during the before-school round table discussion. Boys, who's trying to get into a little trouble tonight? Oh, you don't. You couldn't possibly mean. I think you lads know exactly what I mean. All right, so you got any of that skiddly diddly hopscotch diddle drip on you, bro? Nope. Yeah, my pockets are empty. Oh, damn. Well, I guess we've got to get a plug on our hands. And right then, phase one of the plug struggle began. As all desperate high schoolers do when in need of a little grass, we all spammed everyone we have added on our Snapchat. We all tried different approaches, starting with the simple and to the point method. Anyone got grass? We tried the desperate attempt. Hey, bro, please, does anyone have weed? I need it so bad, bro. And we even tried the really desperate method. Hey, bro, would you trade a couple dozen tamales for a perk? And by the time the gang got back together after our first two periods, it was like, all right, boys, let's see the plugs for tonight. What did you all get? The only snap I got back was a picture of this girl's forehead. What about you guys? I got the left side of her face, but I think she wants me, bro. Damn, all I got was left undelivered by Team Snapchat. I think it was safe to say phase one was a complete train wreck. So next was on to phase two. The second phase of our plug struggle was just straight up going up to every group we could find at lunch and asking them if they had a plug. Yo, you guys got a plug?
Yeah, so let's see, we got iPhone plugs. Let's see, we got another iPhone plug. What do you have, Sarah? Let's see, I got an iPhone plug.
You guys know a plug? Listen here, little boy. Bow down when you talk to me so I can hold you still and make sweet love to that little pretty face. Yo, you guys know a plug I can use for tonight? Oh, yeah, bro. Here, I'll give you a snap. And just like that, Roman brought all of the boys together. For phase two of the plan was a monumental success. The anticipation for this night followed the three of us until school finally let out. We could make the moves towards phase three, messaging the plug. So we hit him up like, hey, bro, we're trying to acquire tonight. You up, babe? And he's like, yeah, man, meet me here at 9 p.m. tonight. And just like that, we had a time and place. The plug struggle was really looking like it was coming to an end. It was a bright future for sport. So when night fell, we all sat there on Roger's bed, kicking our legs and twiddling our thumbs for the clock to strike 9. And once the time came, we all sprinted out the house and drove 150 miles an hour to the gate. But when we got to the spot, we were starting to get a really bad. As it turned out, the location this plug wanted to meet us at had to be the most suspect, dark, and desolate public park we could have ever been to. We're looking around for this guy from the car and don't see anyone. We thought there was going to be no time before red and blue lights start flashing. But then we get a Snapchat from the plug like, is that you that just pulled up? We're like, yeah, that's us. So then he replies with, come into the playground. I'm in the fucking slide. The three of us walked into the playground and bro was not lying. He was sitting in the slide. So what you guys want tonight? We want weed. I know, but like, we would like a joint for the each of us. Oh, I only got cards. Damn, alright, well that's cool, we'll take that. So we make the exchange and this dude only gives us the cart with no battery. So what about the battery, bro? Oh, I don't sell batteries. I only have carts. We thought this guy was scamming us. I mean, we can't do this shit with just a cart. But that's when the plug explains tweaker wires to us. Yeah, man, all you gotta do is cut a phone charger in half. You can use the wires to power the battery. It gets you really high though, so be careful. Oh, wow. So the girls at school did know what they were talking about. Now, we didn't want to question this plug anymore because we were about to get pushed down a slide or whatever this dude would do to us. So the three of us just trusted his word even though that sounded like it couldn't possibly work. And considered phase three a kind of success. So we drove back to Roderick's and phase four to smoke the carts was initiated. We were stressing about the information this plug told us and if it was true or not. Alright, so who's gonna be the sacrifice to try this first? I don't know, bro. What if this explodes in our faces and kills us? Damn, true. It can't be that bad. I feel like nothing's gonna happen. So you wanna do it? I'm down, bro. I'll be the sacrifice. Oh, damn. So we set up the wires like the plug told us, and Roderick starts sucking this cart out of an iPhone charger. Oh, no way. Ain't no way that's working, bro. Bro, do you feel high? Did it really work? Bro, it's like I hit the part, but the house was the bad. No way. is for sure high, dude. So what's it feel like? Is it good for us to smoke? Dude, I mean, help yourself, but this shit is standing me like a fucking semi-truck. Roderick got ubiquitously sent into the shadow realm for that. It turns out that when you use tweaker wires, it makes you tweak. The electricity heats up the oil way hotter than a battery does, which in turn puts more reed particles into the inhalation, and in turn makes you higher than you could ever imagine. Damn, I guess it's either we get too high or we aren't high at all. Nah, man, I know one way. I know a method. I didn't want to do this, but my cousin can get some for you guys. Oh, for real? All right, so what's his number? It's 5 4. No, I think it's 4 9 5 4. I think it's 4 5 9 4. No, that's not it. Bro is too hot. Damn. We ended up having to unlock Roderick's phone with his Face ID and texted his cousin on his behalf. Hello, yes, this is Roderick, and I would like to attain some weed for my 2 friends. That sounds professional. And after like 30 minutes, Roderick's cousin pulls up and takes me and Roman to the dispensary. This car ride was so awkward because since Roderick was completely obliterated, he didn't end up coming with us. But cousin Roderick pulled through and got us a battery so we could smoke the car. After that side quest, we came back to Roderick to see that in the time we were gone, Bro postmated Burger King twice. You gotta be on another planet to order Postmates twice, let alone Burger King. He had a POV video of some dude walking through China pulled up on his TV, but upon further inspection, Roderick was completely passed out on the bed with a double whopper still in his hand. But in the end, even though we had one soldier down, phase 4 was a success as well. Me and Roman finally got to smoke the car, and the plug struggle we went through prior only made the high hit even better. And once we got high, I won't lie, those China videos Roderick had on started to hit. We were straight up entranced by this video. And we came out of this with a whole new appreciation for our plug. So make sure to text your plug you love them, and if you can get free weed from them. Anyways, that's the video. Subscribe.
CarParts.com has everything I need for my projects. Whether I'm working on my truck or fixing the family car, with fast shipping, they make finding the right parts easy. CarParts.com, for every part of your journey.
Dabs are an extremely potent method of smoking that I don't even mess with or really understand. You need this little thingamabobber, this doohickey, a tiny ivory ball that spins around, and a whole blowtorch. I tried to watch this tutorial to understand how it worked, but I ended up more confused than I came in. So I'm not going to try and understand how this high-level Winterhold Skyrim sorcery works. That's for the high elves to know. The only thing I know is you use a blowtorch on THC oil, and that's crazy to me. So don't look to me for information. I never made it out of pre-calculus. I just tell the fun stories. So a few years ago, I found this rando at school because my little buddy Roman has a way of locating strangers and instantly befriending them. We could call this dude, Lois, ruler of the High Elves. So Roman comes up to me and he's like, yo, I met this dude named Lois in my class. You want to come over to his house with me? And I had never gone over to someone's house before meeting them, so I thought, yeah, that'd be funny, I'm down. So after school, we meet up at Lois's house and enter this nice, massive home. After we came to the door and met him, he mentioned that tonight was going to be an epic, no parents are home, we can do anything we want type of deal. So we popped off and he led us into his bedroom. As soon as we entered his room, it reeks and there's garbage everywhere. Bro's room was completely different from the rest of the house. He had clothes all over the ground in probably like food crumbs in his bed sheets. But the most bizarre thing he had was an open bag of coffee beans lying on the ground under his desk. I asked him, bro, why you have like this whole thing of coffee beans? He explained to me how when his parents go to bed at night, Rick can stay up in the game. But when he gets too tired, he swallows the beans with water because he doesn't know how to use a coffee machine. And And that was the first red flag that we were in the presence of an actual sociopath. And then he wasted no time to instantly pull out the entire dab rig. Did you guys ever smoke dabs? And to be honest, neither of us really even knew what dabs were at this point, but we didn't say all that. We were just like, nah. And then this kid proceeded to pull out one of those wax weed pens and a syringe. He opened up the pen, extracting out the wax with the syringe and squirting it into the dab machine. And I feel like there's no way this can be good for you. You're definitely not supposed to use pen wax for dabs. I'm sure there's some chemicals in there that would make you grow a third arm and immediately see demons all around you. But this kid just goes straight for it. He was clearly a pro at this. And then he hands it over to the two of us like it's just implied that this is normal. And we'd smoke this dude's mulch weed. Either way, we did do it because we succumbed to the peer pressure that accompanied that silence. But the thing about dabs is that they hit extremely hard. So as we smoked this, me and Roman ended up getting way higher than we anticipated, way faster than we had ever been at this point. Without even a word spoken, as if this was just an average day for Lois, he started queuing up League of Legends on his laptop. That was the second red flag that we got from this kid. League of Legends has like 40-minute long games, and I wasn't about to watch this kid that I don't even know play a game I hardly know for 40 minutes while high off my first dab hit. But then he has the audacity to ask the two of us to get him a glass of water since he was getting into a game. And to this day, I literally cannot wrap my head around the situation that we had gotten ourselves into. We go to this random kid's house we don't even know, smoke his suspicious weed, and then he ignores us. And the fact that he's so casual about the whole situation makes me think that he's done this to other victims, and every time his parents go out, he just picks a new kid from school to do his bidding. So me and Roman go down to this dude's really nice kitchen and start eating all of his food while plotting and preying on his downfall. On one hand, we had a really cool house to stay in, and we could just eat all of their expensive snacks with no real repercussions. On the other, we'd have to spend the night with this strange elf person that kind of seems like he's using us. In the end, we decided to troop it out for the night because, to be honest, if we were to leave, we probably couldn't find our way home in the current state we were in. We brought up this dude's little YY drinky in the sippy cup and tried to make some kind of conversation with him just to see if he was going to do anything else but play Loot. But the way he was glued to this game, we kind of realized that this was all he was going to do. So we just walked out of the room and started exploring and pillaging all around this dude's massive house. I mean, it's not very often that you get to go through a stranger's house with no supervision and off a dab hit. And let me tell you, this exploration felt otherworldly because of it. The house could have felt way bigger than it was because we were high, but going through the hallways, the rooms just felt endless. The amount of bedrooms were ungodly in this house, and it took all of me and Roman's collective willpower to not steal their belongings. It was like getting into the loot vault in Fortnite and resisting the urge to take a golden spar. We eventually found what seemed like a family computer room, so we decided to set up camp there. We migrated back to the kitchen to get our yummy snacks and came back with a massive load of epic foods. We kind of just played random games on this dude's computer for a few hours, and the whole time this kid did not come looking for us. We set an hourly alarm to routinely check on the kid just to see what was going on with him, but he was literally just playing League all night. Multiple hours passed of this, and it got to the point where we entered ungodly hours of the night, and we just wanted to go to bed. But this dude was completely unwavering in the face of the tiredness. He was gaming all night. This went on for so long, we just started to theorize this kid forgot we were in his house. But we didn't want to go to bed because it felt weird to just sleep in a stranger's bed. So we conducted a plan to sneak out of the dude's house undetected. We called our friend Adam to pick us up a few blocks down from the house, and on our way out, we stole a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos and tactically shut the front door behind us very sneakily and quietly. We got out of the house, and the next day at school, he didn't even mention anything or talk to us, and it was almost like he didn't even know the whole thing happened. Ever since then, I haven't smoked dab because it was a weird experience. But anyways, these big old doohickeys are notorious for being the kings of smoking equipment. Just look at this list. is at number 1, and it's for a good reason. Anyone who's ever used one knows just how lethal a few hits can be. And I did 10 big hits living to tell the tale, baby. I was in a smoke competition with this guy that is genuinely unhinged and violent person, but we'll get into that. It all started in one of my stacked classrooms. I had Roderick, Adam, Roman, need I say more? But there was one unnamed mystery individual in this class as well. No one knew him, but also everyone knew of him. He'd always be dressed up extremely classily. He had this pot hat he always wore. He had those anime hoodies and his classic lightning bolt Crocs. The dude dressed so loudly despite never speaking a word once, until Roman did his talking to strangers thing and came up to the squad like, "Yo guys, I talked to the Croc guy, he seems kinda cool, I'm gonna hang out with him." But then I'm gonna hang out with him quickly turned into we all hang out with him, because the three of us were just curious to meet this guy. We had to be there. So the plans were made, of course, at Adam's magnificent property. The day had come and the boys were all dressed up head to toe for Croc Guy's arrival. As he burst through the front door, we were all pleasantly surprised to see he was still sporting that iconic look. Considering his hat, we wasted no time to get to the point. You wanna smoke? Sure. So we get the equipment and I'll tiptoe downstairs ready for smoke time. So how often you smoke that epic, bro?
Just about every day.
Oh, alright. So you think you can do more than I can?
Why don't we find out?
So I grab that thing, take a hit, and pass it over to him. It goes around in rotation about 3 more times before the big man Adam has to tap out. 2 more rotations, and Roderick taps out. Then ultimately, once we get to the 7th hit, I look over at Rock Guy and he says to me,
I can't do this anymore.
so me and Roman do a celebratory dance to commemorate victory. I feel on top of the world. We need to go to the gym. So we go into Adam's home gym. Like I said, he's got quite the estate. And me and Roman start hitting this punching bag with no remorse for our hands. In the face of success in 7 long moves, there was no pain to be felt. But Roman must have had some serious demons because he didn't get the unhinged one, so it's not unexpected of him. After we broke our actual hands, we walked back over to me when we moved downstairs. But it's important to note, as we walked back, I was walking behind Roman. We were met at a crossroad where going left would lead us downstairs, which was where everyone was, but going right would lead us to Adam's bedroom, where I could swear I heard some kind of noise from. But I had thought that everyone was still downstairs. Did they come up to Adam's room? Roman didn't hear this, so he kept walking without realizing I had stopped behind him. So I turned alone and walked towards Adam's bedroom, and as I walked in, I see the Croc Guy laying on the floor, but I didn't see anyone else. Yo, what's up? No response. I walk closer, and I see he's passed out in a weed coma of some sort. But as my eyes wander down, I see the Croc Guy is, exposed. I'm frozen for a moment before I slowly just walk out of the room and not make a noise. Bro, what was that? I knew we should have never hung out with the Croc dude. Oh my god, I need to tell everyone else about this right now. Once I got downstairs, I see Roderick freestyling, and I freeze up again. Being as high as I was, I realized it would be pretty awkward to explain the situation to them. So alternatively, the plan was to naturally lead them into finding out themselves. But before I said anything, there was one absolutely fire bar Roderick said during his freestyle, which went along the lines of, "She didn't want to fuck me, but she should have." We do the long rotation 3 more times before going upstairs, and I'm just camping. Roman yells out, "Bro, we need to go to the pool. I want to see what the water looks like." So the great rock guy made on the floor, I sit my ass pretty sweet into a pool. But to be honest, they all left my abode, I got a real sinister and evil idea inside of me. I got the idea to smoke it on my clothes. The only issue, I was so new to weed, I didn't even have a method to smoke. I went on Google and looked up homemade ways to smoke weed. That's how the banana came out. Then came the second problem.